Hey, what's up? I'm Kelly Rowland, and you're watching Punch Bowl TV. I'd say I was coasting. I became complacent, but it takes you wanting to look at it for yourself and look at yourself and say, I need to fix that. That could be much better. You can't be a fan of someone like Michael Jackson and not be inspired or not want to be better. Or Beyonce, you know what I mean? She is Captain Perfection. You know what I mean? Everything has to be right. And I love that about my sister. And I took that chapter from her book and I was like, I love that about my sister. And I don't have to look at it and be jealous of it. I look at it and I'm like, my girl is the shit. You know what I mean? And I admire that about her. And I wanna take on that trait. And I do. And I have. And I'm just grateful to artists like her, artists like Janet Jackson, who say I learn something new about myself every day. And that's what happens or has been happening with me. And I just got tired of people saying, oh, you look nice. That ain't no compliment. That's for me what really struck.
In some ways, you being so feisty can come across quite mean to certain contestants.
Hey, one of my contestants has complained to me about Misha bullying her backstage.
Me and Talisa have spoken since that incident. I still think that what she said was wrong and it was awful timing. But we agreed to disagree. You know, she is on the panel with me, and you know, we all have something that we feel like we want to say. And for me, I try to choose when is the right time to say it. I just think that it's really important, just not even just in this situation. As an adult, you are supposed to think about what you're saying. You're supposed to know that what you're saying is accurate. You know, you think about a word like that word that he used, and it's hard now. I mean, my heart goes out to kids who are going through bullying because of the fact that they lose their lives for it. You know what I mean? So when you speak out of context and you don't know what exactly you're talking about, then you should just shut up. That's how I feel about that.
Kelly, I'm gonna make you call me B.I.G.
When I arrived in LA, I went to the doctor. He was just like, I can't put you on the plane. If I put you on the plane, you'll burst your eardrums. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna burst my eardrums, so I have to stay put. But my throat had basically swollen shut to where I couldn't even barely breathe, and yet alone like try to swallow my own salivas.
You have people like Piers Morgan like talking about it and like trying to give like negative attention to the fact that you couldn't make it and stuff like that.
Are you serious?
Did you not see his tweet?
No. People are gonna say whatever they want to say anyways, and you just can't think about that. And you know, I've been there with the girls, and I've Skyped them, I've called and checked and see how they were and everything, but that's stuff that people don't see. And you know, he doesn't know really what happened, and you know, that's just ignorance, and it's not his fault that he didn't know. But basically I just explained about what happened with my illness, and I've been on stage where I have passed out. I've been on stage to where I've had the flu. I've been on stage to where I've broken 3 toes. So I've been in every single health emergency situation. So for him to say that, I mean, he doesn't know, and I don't hold that against him. I still think Piers Morgan is great, and everybody has their different circumstances and ways of working, so whatever. I would have loved to collaborate with Sophie. I actually want to get her in the studio and hear her voice textured with mine on a song, because I have a song idea already in my head that I just got a track for that I just have to write, and I'd love for her to do some BGVs for me.
I can't sleep, let's run away and don't ever look back, don't ever look back.
I'm so excited to perform, and like sometimes when I'm sitting in the judging panel, I just want to go and jump on the stage. Yeah. It's right there, you know what I mean? But I'm just really enjoying performing. right now, and really tapping more into my creative side and learning the guitar and writing a lot. I definitely want to write a lot more on this album, and I feel like I have so much to talk about. I love Chris. I absolutely love Chris, and I love working with Chris. I'm hoping that I get in the studio with Chris for my new record too, because I'm starting to record for the new album right now. Kanye is my wish list on this record, and Rico and I are definitely going to get back in the studio. I love Labyrinth, and I have said his name on the radio, told him to reach out to me on the radio. I totally want to go in the studio with Gary Barlow. I love his writing, and I think that what we could do together in the studio would be so beautiful. I would love it. The re-release I'm really excited about for the UK. I put bonus tracks on there, and with this album, I wanted people to know, like, I'm here I am, you know what I mean, really strong and self-sufficient and happy.